Hello, I'm Charles with Career China. Hi, I'm Charles with Career China, and I'm going to go through what the candidate experience is once you've submitted the candidate to Career China for processing. So basically, there are 3 steps of the process once they've been submitted. The first step, we send an introductory email describing who Career China is and our relationship to you, the agency. The second step is a request for a medical disclosure, and the third step is a video screening, which is required because we actually send those videos to the schools and institutions that we're promoting the candidates to, and those schools actually take a look before they decide whether they want to do a second interview with those candidates. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what those emails look like. So let's see here. We will go here and go to the emails. So as I described earlier, the first email will be an introductory email. Basically, we say who we are, that we received their information from you, the agency, that we're excited to work with them to find them a great career opportunity in China, and that the next 2 emails that will follow are required to proceed to the matching process. Again, those 2 steps are medical disclosure form and the video screen. So the next email that they will receive is the email related to the medical disclosure form. So simply we say, again, thanks for your interest. It's a requirement that you fill out this disclosure form, and we provide a link to the disclosure form. Everything's done online, so it's very easy to do, very easy to complete. The third email we send to the candidate is the request to do a video interview. This is the email for that. And again, very, very straightforward. We say what it is. We say, it'll take about 10 minutes to do, and we actually have a timeline or a deadline on when they have to complete it by. And again, a link to that page on JobVite, our ATS. Now, for the medical disclosure form that you see here, this is actually the form they will go to if they click on that link. It basically asks for 4 parts. The first part is basic information, things such as their name, their emergency contact information, their name, their birth date, and then we go into the second part, which is the bulk of it, which is basically they have to complete whether or not they have ever had or currently have any of these conditions: allergies, asthma, anemia, and so forth. Most of these are not a big deal, but there are some communicable diseases that China will not allow candidates with those conditions to enter the country. So we do urge that the candidates fill this out truthfully, as any conditions that do appear that they say that they don't have, and later on a medical check finds out they do have, they will probably be asked to leave the country. We also ask for any other things such as disorders, where they've undergone surgery before, whether they smoke and drink, and so forth. The third section is a background check section. So it's self-described whether or not they've ever been convicted of crime. Now, background check is a required part of the visa process as well. This is just to help pre-screen, so that if they do have a conviction and they tell us now, we can actually find out what the details are and give them advice as to whether or not it's possible for us to get them a Z visa with that conviction. The final stage is the disclosure. They just fill out their full name, and that is basically guaranteeing or confirming that the information that they are submitting here is truthful. They hit submit, and that form is saved into our system, and they can go on to the video interview, which is what I described a minute ago. The video interview here is basically they go to this website here. The video interview is essentially a pre-screening. We ask 5 questions. It takes about 10 minutes to complete, and we do give a deadline of about a week to complete it. Now, if they do need more than a week, we understand. So there is a link in that email to ask for an extension, and we do give the extensions. They can also do practice interview if they're uncomfortable with doing a video interview and haven't done a video interview before. And all this can be done on their mobile device or their phone as well. So it's very convenient. And when they're ready, they just click on Start Interview. I'm not going to go through this process with you right now, but if you do want to try out the process, see what the candidate experience is, you can simply create an applicant, which is with your personal email address. And I urge you to try that out, see what the experience is for the candidate. It's very simple, very straightforward, and very clear. What I'm going to show you now is actually what it looks like from the agency side once a candidate has been submitted, how you can see the communication and how you can interact as well. So as I mentioned before in the first video, any emails that Career China sends to the candidate, the agency, you, will actually be CC'd on. So you can actually just reply all to any emails, and that will also be logged in the system. And Career China will receive that email, and the candidate will receive that email. We do urge you to continually contact and talk to your candidate, as you are the primary motivator for them to work with us. And we do urge you to do that, urge them to continue on the process, give them advice as to what you believe is the best choices to make during the process, and so forth. Now, I did create this candidate earlier. You saw the emails that were sent in my email box and where those links go. What I'm going to show you now is how you can look at the communication itself. So what I looked at here is this is a submitted candidates section. You will see all your candidates that you've submitted, what process step they're on. So I'm currently in process. When you click on me, it will go to my page, my specific page. In this area, you can see any comments that were made. These comments were made when I was first submitted by myself. You can see the resume that was uploaded. This is the resume that was uploaded when I created my account. And finally, you can see the messages that have been sent. So it's sorted by newest message at the top. So we're going to work our way up from the bottom. So as you can see, this was that email that I was talking first about. This is the introductory email talking about who Career China is, what our relationship to the agency is, and a short description of what they need to do next. The second email, which I actually sent twice, so you see this twice. This email is the link to the medical disclosure form, and the next one is a link to the video interview. Now, at any point, you can actually, if you'd like, as an agency, to add another message, you can do it here, or you can also reply to a message in your inbox. But here, if you actually want to write a note to Career China, you can add it here. Let's say the candidate is no longer interested, or the candidate wants to update some information. You can simply add a note that will be sent to Career China. Let's say I'm going to add an updated photo here. Updated photo attached for this candidate. And I'm going to add attachment. Click Add Attachment, and it will bring up a browse. You browse, and I already have a prepared image here, so I'm just going to click Open. And when you click Send, it'll actually just upload that file and send that message, and you will see that the message has been sent. You see this message, the counter is incremented to 5, and it is now it is added to the set of messages, which is really nice because you can actually, if multiple people are working on the same candidate, all the messages are here. It doesn't require you to look at anybody's inbox. As I said before in the other video, if you have any questions, do email me, charles.charia, CHARIYA, @careerchina.com. Otherwise, that's the end of this video. It's a very straightforward system. I urge you to use it, and let me know if you have any questions. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. How do I stop?